What's up everybody, it's Ali Acid and welcome back to the channel. Now let's be real for a second, being in your 20s is all about figuring things out. Your career, relationships, and yeah, your finances too. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, but trust me, building a solid financial foundation early on is absolutely crucial. That's why today, we're diving deep into the top 5 financial mistakes to avoid in your 20s. We're talking about the stuff that can really trip you up later down the line. If you're serious about making smart money moves and setting yourself up for a wealthy future, you definitely want to stick around for this one. Alright, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, lifestyle inflation. This is a common pitfall that many people fall into, especially when they start earning more money. You know the drill, you land your first real job, start making some decent money, and suddenly, it's all about upgrading your life. You feel like you deserve to reward yourself for all the hard work. Fancy dinners, expensive clothes, a new car, you name it. The temptation to spend is everywhere, and it feels justified because, after all, you've earned it. It's like your expenses magically expand to match your income. The more you earn, the more you spend, and before you know it, you're living paycheck to paycheck again. Trust me, I've been there. It's a slippery slope that can be hard to climb out of once you start. Here's the thing. Lifestyle inflation is a silent wealth killer. It sneaks up on you and can derail your financial goals without you even realizing it. It can prevent you from building real wealth because you're constantly spending everything you earn. Instead of saving or investing, your money is going towards fleeting pleasures. You might think, hey, I'm young, I deserve to enjoy myself. And you know what? You absolutely do. Enjoying life is important, but it's all about balance. And you know what? You absolutely do. But there's a difference between enjoying yourself and falling into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses. It's crucial to find joy in simple, affordable pleasures. But there's a difference between enjoying yourself and falling into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses. Social media can make it seem like everyone is living a lavish lifestyle, but remember, appearances can be deceiving. Think about it this way. Every dollar you spend on unnecessary expenses is a dollar that could be invested, growing over time and working harder for you. Small sacrifices now can lead to big rewards later. That's right, instead of buying that brand new car, you could be putting that money towards your future, building a real estate empire, or investing in index funds. These investments can provide long-term financial security. So how do you avoid this trap? Budgeting, my friends. Creating a budget helps you keep track of your spending and ensures that you're living within your means. I know, budgeting might sound about as exciting as watching paint dry, but it's the key to financial freedom. It gives you control over your finances and helps you make informed decisions. Track your income and expenses, see where your money is going, and identify areas where you can cut back. This awareness is the first step towards better financial health. Trust me, you'll be surprised how much you can save by making a few small adjustments. Little changes can add up to significant savings over time. And hey, budgeting doesn't have to be a drag. It can actually be quite empowering to see your progress and watch your savings grow. There are tons of apps out there that can make it super easy. These tools can help you stay on track and make budgeting a part of your daily routine. Find one that works for you and stick to it. Consistency is key when it comes to managing your finances effectively. Remember, it's all about being mindful of your spending and making conscious choices with your money. Every purchase should be intentional and aligned with your financial goals. Don't let lifestyle inflation steal your financial future. Stay vigilant, make smart choices, and watch your wealth grow. Alright, let's move on to mistake number 2, and this one's a biggie: not saving for retirement early. This is a common pitfall that many young people fall into. I know, retirement seems like a lifetime away, right? It's easy to get caught up in the present moment, enjoying life and having fun. You're young, you're invincible, you've got plenty of time to worry about that later. The world is your oyster, and the future seems so far off. But here's the thing. The earlier you start saving, the better off you'll be. It's not just about the amount you save, but the time you give your money to grow. And it all comes down to this magical little thing called compound interest. This is the secret sauce that can turn modest savings into a substantial nest egg. Compound interest is like the snowball effect of investing. Imagine a small snowball rolling down a hill, gathering more snow and growing larger as it goes. Basically, it means that your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on. Over time, this can lead to exponential growth. It's like free money, people. Who wouldn't want their money to work for them and grow effortlessly? And the more time you give your money to compound, the more it grows. Time is your best friend when it comes to investing. Let me give you an example. This will help illustrate just how powerful starting early can be. Let's say you start investing $500 a month at age 25. This might seem like a lot, but think of it as an investment in your future. Assuming an average annual return of 8%, by the time you hit 65, you'll have over $1.2 million. That's the power of compound interest over 4 decades. But if you wait until you're 35 to start investing that same amount, you'll only have around $560,000 at retirement. That's a huge difference. Waiting just 10 years can cut your retirement savings in half. So, how do you get started? It might seem overwhelming, but it's actually quite straightforward. It's actually easier than you might think. There are plenty of resources and tools available to help you. Open up a Roth IRA or a 401k through your employer and start contributing as much as you can. These accounts offer tax advantages that can help your money grow even faster. Even if it's just a small amount each month, it will add up over time. Consistency is key. And if your employer offers a 401k match, contribute enough to get the full match. It's like getting free money. Don't leave that on the table. Look, I get it. Thinking about retirement in your 20s might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but it's one of the smartest financial moves you can make. But trust me, your future self will thank you. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing you're financially secure. Start saving early, take advantage of compound interest, and set yourself up for a comfortable retirement. Your future self will be grateful for the decisions you make today. Let's talk about mistake number 3, accumulating high-interest debt. This is one of the most common financial pitfalls that can severely impact your financial health. This one can really come back to bite you if you're not careful. High-interest debt can sneak up on you, and before you know it, you're in over your head. We're talking about credit cards, payday loans, and other types of debt that charge exorbitant interest rates. These financial products might seem like a quick fix, but they come with a heavy price. Seriously, some of these rates are downright criminal. They can be as high as 20%, 25%, or even more, making it incredibly difficult to pay off the principal amount. The problem with high-interest debt is that it can quickly spiral out of control. What starts as a manageable amount can balloon into something unmanageable. Before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of making minimum payments and racking up even more debt. This cycle can be incredibly hard to break. It's like a financial black hole that sucks up all your hard-earned cash. Every dollar you earn seems to disappear into this abyss of debt. So, how do you avoid this trap? The first step is awareness. Understand the terms and conditions of any debt you take on. First and foremost, be responsible with credit cards. Use them wisely, and avoid unnecessary purchases that you can't afford to pay off immediately. I know they can be tempting, but it's important to remember that credit cards are not free money. They are a tool, and like any tool, they need to be used correctly. Only spend what you can afford to pay back in full each month. This way, you avoid interest charges and keep your financial health in check. If you can't afford it in cash, don't put it on your credit card. This simple rule can save you from a lot of financial stress. If you're already struggling with high-interest debt, don't panic. There are steps you can take to regain control of your finances. There are ways to get out of it. Start by creating a budget and identifying areas where you can cut back on spending. Every little bit helps. Start by creating a budget and identifying areas where you can cut back on spending. This will free up more money to pay down your debt. Then, prioritize paying down your highest interest debt first. This strategy will save you the most money in the long run. You can also look into debt consolidation options, like a balance transfer credit card or a personal loan with a lower interest rate. These can simplify your payments and reduce the interest you pay. Remember, getting out of debt takes time and effort, but it's totally possible. Stay committed to your plan and celebrate small victories along the way. The sooner you start tackling your debt, the sooner you can break free from the cycle and start building real wealth. Your future self will thank you for taking action today. Alright, let's move on to mistake number 4. Ignoring your credit score. Your credit score is like your financial report card. It tells lenders how responsible you are with money and how likely you are to repay your debts. A good credit score can save you thousands of dollars in interest over your lifetime, while a bad credit score can make it difficult to get approved for loans, rent an apartment, or even get a job. So how do you build good credit? It's all about establishing a positive credit history. Start by getting a credit card and using it responsibly. Make your payments on time every time, and keep your credit utilization low. You can also build credit by becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card, or by taking out a small loan and repaying it on time. It's also important to check your credit report regularly for any errors or inaccuracies. You can get a free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, once a year. If you find any errors, dispute them immediately. Remember, your credit score is a valuable asset. Protect it, nurture it, and watch it grow. And finally, mistake number 5, not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable and unexpected expenses can pop up at any time. Your car could break down, you could lose your job, or you could have a medical emergency. Without an emergency fund, these unexpected events can derail your finances and send you spiraling into debt. That's why it's crucial to have a financial safety net in place. An emergency fund is simply a stash of cash that you can access quickly in case of an unexpected event. It should be separate from your checking account and easily accessible. So, how much should you have in your emergency fund? A good rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. This may seem like a lot, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Start by setting a savings goal, and then automate your savings. You can set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund each month. Even if it's just a small amount, it will add up over time. Remember, an emergency fund is not meant to be invested or used for discretionary spending. It's there to protect you from financial disaster. So build it up, keep it safe, and rest assured that you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. There you have it, folks. The top 5 financial mistakes to avoid in your 20s. Listen, I know managing your finances can seem daunting, especially when you're just starting out, but trust me, by avoiding these common mistakes, you'll be well on your way to building a solid financial foundation and setting yourself up for a wealthy future. Remember, it's all about making smart choices, being disciplined, and playing the long game. Now, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and tricks. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.